Thank you for staying with us. And now we're going to talk about AI technology or artificial intelligence that's growing widely throughout the whole world. But today we're going to focus on recruiting in Malaysia. So a successful hiring process depends on the recruiter's skills, strategies, and technology efficiency. So without these three elements, it will be challenging to identify the most compatible candidate and communicate smoothly. So, but many companies still rely on outdated techniques and overlook the importance of advanced technology. However, little did they know that technology can actually help them streamline their processes, be more accurate and data-driven. So to unravel further with us, we have Derek To, the founder and also CEO of Hiredly. Derek, how is AI used to actually help with employment in Malaysia, where employment in Malaysia required, sorry, may I repeat the question? How is AI used to match the job descriptions that is required by the companies versus what the job seekers sees and want?
Yeah, so thanks for having me. So currently, if you talk about AI, I mean, almost every major job portal out there, has some form of machine learning or AI process in place, right? And they basically use like a CV to try to match to a job description. So this technology is, it already exists, right? But I think that the big challenge right now is it's sort of not good enough, because if you think about it, if I'm, say, a junior accountant and I go out there and say I want to look for a job in Kuala Lumpur, right? I can probably get matched to like 1,000 different jobs that I could potentially work for, and I can't interview at 1,000 different companies. It's not very practical. So and I can only choose one place to work. So there's still a lot of scope for innovation here, and AI can continue to evolve to try to help everyone find that one place, right, that they should be working with. But there's a lot of still a lot of work that needs to go into this space. And currently, at Hiredly, we're trying to combine two worlds. We're trying to use the data from a job portal and combine it with headhunting, which we believe will have even more, much more powerful use as we grow the company.
Derek, how do we automate this AI technology so that it's easier for both employers and also employees to get what they want, and through the information and data that Hiredly has?
Yeah, so for us, we believe that recruitment is still a human activity. That means when you have a human being involved in the recruitment process, it's very, very useful, because each person is very unique, right? But at the same time, there are a lot of processes that can actually be automated. So I give you a very simple example, right? So if you talk about interviewing someone, in the pre-screening process interview, there may be a few standard questions that every recruiter would ask, like, oh, what are your strengths? Why are you interested in this job? And it could be like a 10-minute phone call. But this 10-minute phone call can actually be automated by a chatbot, which is currently running on our platform. And the chatbot could be interviewing 1,000 people at the same time, that one recruiter is interviewing one person. So the scale in which we collect this kind of data to help people is like very, very, completely at a different level. And once you have all this data, that's when you can sort of feed into like a central AI to figure out at a much higher accuracy what kind of company this job seeker wants to work in, that they'll be happy working in, and having a human being involved at a later stage, right, will play such a big role, right? So in Hiredly, we consider ourselves AI augmented, right? Which we combine both the data from the job portal with the headhunting team to really help people find their dream job.
All right, Derek, in your opinion, right, what will be some of the tips and tricks for job seekers to present themselves to not just be more employable, but get the job that they actually want? Because getting the job is important, but also getting the job that you want is also important. So what is your opinion on this?
Yes, that's right. So I guess so if you talk about my earlier example, how one accountant probably have like 1,000 different jobs they could apply for, right? So one thing is you have to be very clear about the kind of company that you want to work in. So don't just think about the job, right? So every accountant knows what is an accounting job, but you have to figure out the type of company that sort of suits who you are in terms of like the culture, the way the company works, the way the company behaves. Those things every job seeker kind of needs to think about. And then once you have an idea, then I would suggest for every job seeker to go to as many interviews as you can, within this range of companies, and don't overthink it at this point, right? Because what you need to do is, in order to go through this process, you need a lot of practice with your interviews. And every time you go to an interview, you can keep continuously improving on your CV. You can continuously improve on your interview skills. And if you're talking to a headhunter, keep on refining, I suppose, like what you're looking for with this person, and keep on applying to continue to apply to the right jobs. So this entire process actually takes a lot of practice. And if you use the right platform to look for a job, then ultimately you can find this job a lot faster.
All right, Derek, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Director, founder, and CEO Hyatt Lee. We're talking about the AI used in the job seeking platform,
recruiting.
online recruiting platform. Thank you so much, Derek, for joining us.